Yo, what up? And welcome to the Tailgate, an extension to a regular podcast where we get you hyped and ready for the game. I'm your host, Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart, instigating George, and the man with some facts, Masa. This is the Tailgate.
Yeah, bro.
You didn't hear the good evening? Good evening.
No, I didn't hear the good evening.
Let me try one more time. Good evening.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, I heard it.
You heard it? How's it going? How you guys doing? How you
Over
guys
here
feeling?
I'm a technician.
I'm
No,
gonna
you're
go last
not.
with how I'm feeling because this is gonna become a
I hate
novela
fun.
right
So
quick.
What the fuck?
Nah, it's gonna become a novela right quick. We're gonna take it way back into
La
feelings.
Rosa de Guadalupe?
All right, George.
What up?
Listen, I ain't even trying to dog you out or anything, right? But we've been chilling here for like maybe half an hour.
Oh, hold on. Before you start, all right, keep going. All right, for sure.
You
I
know,
see where this is going.
I'm gonna dog you out a little bit. You know, we've been chilling for half an hour, and
Mhm.
and you ain't got that, my man. I mean, technician is you know, it's a little far fetched.
Yo, whoever could wire an Ethernet cable has
He
the
doesn't know
most
how to do an Ethernet cable.
exquisite hands, cause your thumbs hurt. That Angel, I want to see. Oh, well, Angel got fucking Barbie fingers. This shit's made for you, dog.
I have Barbie fingers. What does that even mean?
Small, baby hands.
Bitch, let me
think
finger your
everyone
ass
else
when I
had a
find out if
bitch.
it's true.
Oh wow.
Oh, there it is.
For those,
This went from.
it got dark. It got dark.
This is not going on YouTube.
So for those of you guys not watching this, George is playing around with Ethernet cable, trying to set some Ethernet cables up. He's been struggling for half an hour, but you know me. I like your persistence, George. I like your persistence.
No, don't,
Listen, if you would have gone to college, right, you would have done that in your in one of your networking classes. Piece
No,
of cake.
if we would have majored in
yeah.
you would have majored that. Masa, how you doing, dog? And look, how you doing, baby?
I feel great.
You feel
Hey,
great?
George, just real quick,
What up?
go back to
What up,
George,
what
dog. I'll come over this weekend, dog. I'll help you solder those wires together. And
You know how to
we'll
do
get you
this?
going. Yeah, it's just fucking easy.
Dog, you didn't even
okay.
have to. I was totally kidding about college. You don't have to. It's whatever. It is what it
I
is.
went on YouTube. That's the real college of life.
Yup.
YouTube.
Yup.
You're right. You know what? That is 100% accurate. Nowadays, people shouldn't even spend their money on going to college. You just go to YouTube.
My career is based on YouTube.
Yep, and
My
then
kid-
just
dog,
pay
my
for
kids didn't
CBT
even go-
nuggets and piece of cake. Boom. You can
My
learn
kids didn't even
software
go to
development.
school.
You can learn networking. You can learn systems engineering. So much you can do just with CBT nuggets and YouTube. Facts.
Welcome to
My children aren't going to school. They're gonna be playing on Twitch all day, every day.
Yup.
Dog, $3 million for Fortnite? Stop it.
Welcome to Life Advice by Straight from the Stands. All right, Masa, how
Listen,
you
we're
feeling,
here
dog?
to, we're here to make people. We're here to better people's lives, man.
Hey, real shit. We're not wrong in anything, so we might as well just keep spitting out
Yeah,
facts, right?
straight up right now. In case you guys know, we fucking around a little bit because you guys got to ride with us for a bit. You're welcome. You're welcome. You have to put up with us, Masa. How you doing?
Feel great.
You should feel amazing.
Yeah, dog, I do. Because I was doubted. And
Not by me, Daddy.
no, and I told you it was going to
Yeah.
happen.
If anything, Angel doubted you, but you know how he
No,
is.
I didn't. I just said I didn't give a shit anymore. It doesn't mean I doubted him, nor did I agree. I just was indifferent. Like, okay, if it
sounds
happens,
doubtful.
cool. It doesn't. Well,
You're
bitch, I'm
doubting.
pessimistic as fuck. So why are you surprised? That's
You're
me.
You're a doubting butt nig.
You know what?
Wow.
I'm doubting you right now. You can't figure that shit out from now until Masa comes to your house.
Watch me.
Angel, how you feeling
The
today?
Ethernet cable, your life.
Damn, I was waiting for you to ask me that question.
Why are you
Guys.
sad? What's up with you?
No, I'm
Stop
not.
me.
I'm in my feelings right now.
Why are you
Okay.
in your
I feel
feelings,
like
George?
I'm in my Smallville feelings. I feel like Clark Kent right now. Rudy, you
Talk.
probably get that reference, the
Yeah,
Smallville reference.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys are not going to get this reference because a lot of you guys are not nerds like Rudy and I.
Clearly, I'm
But I feel-
Elaborate.
All right. So Clark Kent in Smallville, he had his boo, my all-time boo, next to Shakira, Lana Lang. Lana Lang came in. This girl that he wanted, he watched it from a distance. All this bunch of shit happened with Lana Lang until he finally ended up being with her, but then he couldn't be with her. I mean, we're talking about moments from watching Lana from his barn all the way to her
Alright,
place, just from a distance.
1 minute review. 1 minute. Come on.
Right.
Man.
So listen,
Get to it. Get to it, my man.
Right. So different moments, where they were alone and then they could be together, but then they couldn't be together. With Livehouse playing in the back, Dido playing in the back, Hoobastank, The Calling, all that like soft rock from like the late '90s, early 2000s. But then he got Lana. Then he got Lana. Lana is my Romana Sandrini. And this story so far, I'm Clark Kent. In case you haven't caught that. Then what happens? Eventually, he can't be with Lana. A lot of things happen to Lana. But then the one comes into the picture. Lois Lane. And same type of roller coaster with Lois Lane. More moments, with all these different storylines and different cliffhanger endings with, Hoobastank playing in the back and, The Calling and Maroon 5 and Coldplay. All these that gets you in your feelings like, kiss her already, be with her already, Mm-hmm. But then guess what happens? Lois Lane does become the one for the rest of life of Clark Kent until he becomes Superman and that man. And guess who my Lois Lane is now? This beautiful man named Christian Pavón.
Fuck you.
Christian Pavón is my Lois Lane.
Oh, what the fuck?
It was my galaxy.
For those of you who didn't see that, I just threw the Ethernet cable. While Angel was talking about his love life. God,
hey, I promise you, this episode is gonna get better. I promise you, it's gonna get better. I promise you.
Yeah, I'm putting this shit.
But interesting because at some point during all that story, like there's a moment where both Lana and Lois are in his life at the same time, and he has to decide which one is gonna be the one. At this point, if you're asking me, we're skipping ahead. Who do I want moving forward? I'm Christian Pavón for life.
Psych as fuck. You're staying on that Alessandrini. Oh, nope. Me and Daddy Dreedy, shut the fuck up.
Listen. There was like two seasons. There was like two seasons where there was Lois and Lana going back and forth. So I'm allowed 6 months of these guys going back and forth.
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I'm thinking what's gonna happen in the future.
All right, boys. This is the tailgate. This is the tailgate. We're trying to get everybody out pretty quick.
Nope, we're not going nowhere right now. Nope, this is gonna take an hour long. Fuck it.
Nope, I hope not. I don't want to go long. But let's get into some shit before we move on to talking about DC, the upcoming game. Let's get into something because from Monday to now, right? Monday we recorded live. We talked a little bit about Pavón and about some of the movement that could happen. Today is Wednesday, so 48 hours after we recorded live. It's a different look. Let's start off with Emma. Our boy Emma.
It's been a long day
without you, my friend.
You're my boy, Blue.
Our boy Emma has gone to DC for $250K in TAM. Now,
dog.
Let's talk about Emma just for a quick second, right? Like, maybe not prolong too long, but this year was a bad year for him, right?
Terrible.
I think last year, he had glimpses. The year before that, I think he had a better year, but he wasn't doing anything. I think all of us at one point or that said that if he could just take it up one notch, he'd be a good player. But we've been waiting for that for 3 years, and it never came.
Happened.
It never happened, right? So
it was on the decline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
decline.
we get go for it. Sorry. Go for it.
So you're gonna mention the 250K, how like it was an upsell, right? Like that shit's crazy. Honestly, when I said to sell this man at the highest point, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna get the most value for him." I didn't even think at that moment in time we were gonna get that much for him. Yeah. Let alone right now.
Yeah. Listen, NDC they see something on him, and you know what? And maybe it's what we talked about on Monday, just a little bit, where it's like a Sardess thing where he might have an uptick in DC just because of the change of scenery, So
you know what's crazy? We've always said I don't know what the fuck GBS sees in Emma. I don't know what he sees in Emma. I think this was him just trying to showcase him and sell him out there.
Maybe. Listen, we'll see, right? Like right now, only time will tell, and hopefully it's like a long time and not Sunday, because we are playing against DC on Sunday. So I hope it's not, he doesn't become a monster over the next few days. But yeah, $250K for Emma, I think it's good business. It's good business.
I'll take it.
It's good business.
It's good business.
Super good business.
$250K, like George just said it right now, right? I don't think anybody expected us to get that type of money. I mean, it's TAM money, right? But
let's turn it up a little bit more. That's all we gave up for Pavón.
All right, so we did that. We went Emma, and then we traded 132. No, I'm sorry. We traded 200,000 in GAM
200,000.
200,000 in GAM.
100,000.
For how
Bowser. Chicago.
I love you.
So we traded 200,000 of GAM for 136
Damn.
and change of TAM. Man, I hate the MLS with this fucking bullshit money with
How
this
does that
monopoly
work?
money.
So it's like
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
We
Fuck.
converted from like dollars to euros type of shit. I don't know.
No. Listen, I said it earlier this week. GAM and TAM is fucking monopoly house money. You know, house rules. You know how everybody, you go to different houses, play monopoly, they have different rules. They come up with some bullshit. This is actually what this is. This is MLS house rules because it's weird. Point is that we needed some of that to get Pavón
Imagine
across
a
the line.
European player coming over here, be like, "We're giving you 100,000 in TAM." Be like, "God damn, where can I buy food with TAM?"
No, but that's not relevant to the
Can I get
players.
dollars?
It's irrelevant.
I
Just
know,
for-
relevant
I
to the
know.
players.
Budget.
It was a jokey piece of shit that it was not. It's not a level of currency.
That was a
They don't
stupid
understand
joke.
what that means. Oh, okay, coming from
How do
the-
you
Alright.
come up with that joke after my long ass analogy?
Listen, and that's why George gets a pass.
kept
And
it
that's why
short
George
like
gets. You got to pass. You got to pass for that one.
Yeah,
All right,
I
boys.
kept it short
But
like you.
so we did all that just to get our boy Pavón, and through various different media outlets, Pavón is done, right? Because they got about 20 minutes to close it down. But I think
Yeah, those
everybody's
media
saying
outlets is Masatelli. I've been said this already.
Dog,
Sure.
I don't know why people were like, "Oh, it's confirmed." Dog, shut up. We've been saying this shit forever. By the time, I'll let Angel share the information because it's his information.
the thing is he's across the line, right? The Athletic, and I think it was Paul. I remember last name.
Paul Tenorio?
Paul Tenorio. I think he wrote the article.
Yeah,
they dropped an article and kind of broke down the terms of the transaction, and DTK is a fucking genius. Let me
Big
Los
DTK,
cojones
dog.
que tiene ese cabrón también. Fuck.
Phrase that. Big
Let
dick
me-
DTK.
I pulled a couple lines from a couple quotes from that article, and I'm just gonna just go through them real quick just to kind of break down what happened or how this whole thing came about. So for starters, is a free short-term loan from Boca through the end of 2019. Just right there is a free loan for the rest of the year. That means
crazy.
no money, right? Pavón's salary, this quote, Pavón's salary will fall under the threshold for this cap to be eligible to be bought down with target allocation money, keeping the Galaxy within MLS roster rules. So all you guys
Yep.
bitching out there, you can suck one, right? Or you can lick one, whatever.
Galaxy has 40 Ps.
Listen, he's eligible to be bought down with target allocation money with TAM, keeping the LA Galaxy MLS roster within the MLS roster rules. You guys can't tell me shit. Be mad all you want. I don't give a fuck. All right. Furthermore, the Galaxy will have an option to extend Pavón's loan for 2020. Pavón's salary will jump off to above $1 million next season if the Galaxy trigger that loan. The sources said, I'm sorry, misread that. Pavón's salary would jump up to above $1 million next season, the source said, and the Galaxy would pay $600,000 low fee, Boca Juniors. So next year, if we want to keep him for next season, we have to pay a $600,000 loan fee, and his salary goes up to $1 million. Right? Still not a bad deal.
That's
No,
1.7.
Yeah,
Total?
1.6. Right? It's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal, especially because
And
we don't.
that's
Go for
my
it.
bad, Rudy. And
Go for
that's
it.
slightly above a DP money, right?
So you can buy
So
that.
that meaning that if by any chance negotiations go up with the CBA or whatever to increase
Yep.
TAM and increase salary, we could still possibly have this guy on the roster and not be a DP player.
Loki, I think all we need is maybe 100,000 to go up for him to be compliant to not meet the DP for us to meet the TAM roof.
Yeah, and that's
Right,
that's
right,
like
right. So, see, but if we're talking about next year, let's assume he does great right from here on out, rest of the season. Let's not even get into what's going to happen with the team in terms of playoffs. We can save that for our conversation a little bit later. But let's just say he does well. He does really well this year, and he starts firing early on next season. This guy is not going to be. He's going to be a DP contract for sure. So
Well, listen,
I think talking to, I'm just
is
saying,
there going to be a DP? Right, that's the thing. Like we don't know.
We don't know what the cap is going
Yeah,
on.
we
you
don't know
mean
what CBA,
you mean
like,
okay,
the
gotcha. I see what you mean.
Like, I
okay,
don't know.
well,
Get the
right,
fuck off
right,
your
right,
phone
right.
and listen. Stupid
Bitch,
ass.
I am
like-
listening. That's why I'm just chiming in.
Yeah, so
Because you guys are only talking about over $1 million. No, I'm talking about this guy's gonna be talking about in Zlatan money type of millions. That's what I'm thinking.
well,
Well, Zlatan money was 1.5.
listen. So
I'm talking about next year.
I fucking hate this piece of
So all
That's what you
the
guys are talking about
all
right now. But next year,
all this being
shut up.
said, we're kind of just speculating because we don't know what the hell was going to happen with CBA. Are they going to increase the number of DPs? Are they going to increase the salary? Are they getting rid of DPs and just giving a shit ton of money for the teams to play with? We don't know all that, right? But what we do know is that his salary will jump up above $1 million, and we'll pay Boca $600,000 if we want to keep him for next season. Even more so than that, the Galaxy also have an option to buy him at $20 million after that. This is the most
doesn't make sense to me.
team friendly acquisition I ever seen. Like the Galaxy have nothing to lose. If he fucking flops and GBS like he's a done deal, I don't want to see him no more. In November he's going back to Argentina.
Remember, I was saying it was a pay to play type of shit.
Dog.
Yeah, I'll take this any day, any day.
This man, hats off to DTK. I mean, I said it. I've been saying I trust DTK. I think DTK knows what the fuck he's doing. This right here just kind of just proves all my trust. It was right because my man is. I mean, listen. And
one more thing.
Go for it.
Before to cut you off, because I want to brag about this a little bit. Remember when those Bordeaux? And I told you that shit was a bullshit ass offer. Remember the Fenerbahce deal came around? Bullshit offer. You guys really think if Pavón got offers from anywhere else, this man would be here on a free loan? Tripping, bro.
Negative.
He had no offers anywhere. That's why I was 100% sure that he would land here. That's it.
Listen, whatever happened behind the scenes is irrelevant because what we figured out how to get him here and have it be solely beneficial to us this season, and then next season being a good deal for next season already. And if we want to keep him more than that, it's a reasonable $20 million if he's worth the $20 million at that point. Like we have a season and a half, and maybe a little other half to kind of judge him if he's worth the $20 million that they want for him. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's better than a fucking 7-day free trial. You know what I mean? You get a season and a half to kind of check him out, and if he's worth $20 million, then you drop $20 million. Man, I don't. I'll move on because it's a tailgate, and I don't want to spend way too much time here. But this deal is the deal, man. If all the other GMs, all the other front offices need to fucking take notes because this guy's fucking shit up right now.
No, they don't. Nope. Our secrets. Nope. Go look at what LAFC is doing. Go look at them.
What's the secret though?
Whatever DTK is doing, and stay away from my man.
So, and then the one last thing that I guess. Oh, actually, no. The one last thing is Shelvik to Hammarby. That came out yesterday too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that was a thing because we wanted to make an additional move, or is it you want to drop him off, or just get rid of him already.
I think the reports were that we needed to make a certain amount of TAM. Yeah, I think it was like 500,000 or something like that. From what I read, I wasn't sure if that was the case, if we were trying to use that money for him. But shit, I read Shelvik, so I was like, if we sold Emma for 250, we're about to get like 40 million for Shelvik.
Stupid.
We're about to buy
people,
everybody's
right?
contract.
So I had a conversation with someone about surrounding all these situations. Take Pavón out of the equation. Pavón's done. Money for him is already there. Has nothing to do with Shelvik. Shelvik's situation is different. We speculated based on my conversation with this other person, and he suggested that it wasn't really a suggestion, but it was a thought that if the Galaxy were trying to come up and basically do Boca dirty and trying to come up with that Olympiacos striker, that Argentine Olympiacos striker, right? So the thought process was, maybe if we were able to sell Shelvik before the 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in our end, transfer, sell, or whatever you want to call it, transfer, sell, whatever you want to do with them, we can then use that money and that international slot to bring that player in. I don't know if he'd be a DP for next year or what that would be, but at minimum, we'd be able to pay him $1 million. Basically, what we're paying Shelvik, $1 million for that international slot and have this person there. At this point, one, Boca supposedly kind of locked it up, and two, given that at this point now we have less than 20 minutes left, it's unlikely that it happens. The purpose of selling Shelvik is because he's going to be at the end of a contract at the end of this year, so it makes sense to sell him now for some money as opposed to no money. Whether that's 250,000, like we just sold Emma, or 300,000 or 40 million, like George said, it's better to have something for him than nothing at all. If there's a club that's interested in him, because he's not going to be back next year.
Yeah.
I can
That's
see that happening,
guaranteed.
but I also know, I also feel if we were to do that, that'd be the end of us dealing with Boca, and I think we still have to talk to them in regards to getting other players. So
Well,
I see how you think that's a possibility, but I think that would have just burned the bridge with them. That
Well, I don't think it's a
everything
possibility
went-
anymore. That's what I'm saying. That's
No, no,
what
no,
the
no, no,
thought
no, no.
process
I'm saying
was.
no, but the thought process was to take a player away from Boca, and I don't think that'd be smart at all.
Let me add to this. I don't think that was the idea. I think Shelvick was a possibility to leave because we were trying to bring someone else in. That person quickly became not a possibility because as soon as that report came out, probably like an hour later, it was confirmed that he was going to sign with Boca, and that was that. So I think the only reason why we even had the thought process to send Shelvick to that team, which is 45% owned by AEG anyways.
Yep.
So it's not like we're really making any money here. It's like kind of the same.
It's just dropping off the cap, right? That's all it
Right.
was.
Right, that, but because technically it's still AEG's money at the end of the day.
But,
It doesn't really matter.
But I think that once that player became unavailable, I don't think they really had another option. And it was like, well, we could have tried to get a second striker. It didn't happen. It is what it is. Shelvick stays. But, I mean, we still got, 10 minutes? So anything could happen.
Yep.
We'll see. Listen,
Neymar doesn't have a team, huh?
that. The thing is, we did get the one player that we were all looking forward to getting, and that was Pavón. Pavón is the thing. Via some sources that Angel doesn't want to burn, which I totally understand.
As he shouldn't.
We saw,
According to some people, the front office leaked us that information.
Yeah.
we saw imagery confirming Pavón.
And the video. That video is tight, huh?
So by the time that you guys see this,
I didn't
by the
get
time
that
you guys
video.
hear this,
I hate you.
nah, the fuck you posted it.
I posted it on our Slack channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
So you didn't
and
check.
I'll text it to you.
So
I'll text it to you right now, as a matter of fact.
we saw the imagery confirming that. Was that yesterday? The day before? When was it? Was it Monday night or Tuesday night?
The video was last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
recorded
when-
last
I
night.
think the pictures was
So-
the night before.
We confirmed, I think, Monday night that he was going to be number 10, right?
Mhm.
So we
Yeah, we
confirmed it was going to be, because that's where we got. And then, basically we got the images, we got the pictures, and we recently got a video as well with a
Or
few
the video
things.
that you guys are gonna see tomorrow.
Yep. So shout out to your source, Angel, because that was dope. That was dope to see it. Unfortunately, we couldn't share it. But it let us rest easy last night.
We put two of the pictures out there.
Yeah, they were
Alright.
shit quality. They were shit
But
quality.
the
So
video,
sorry for that.
yeah.
They were share quality on purpose.
Yeah. Still sorry for that. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else, news or transfer related before we get into
Real
the
shit.
DC?
Thanks to that person. Thanks to that source. I was kind of chilling all day. Like everyone's like, "Oh, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen?" I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna happen already." Like we knew. Like I think those
Multiple sources, by the way.
Yeah, I think those pictures and videos just kind of helped me stay at ease. I just wanted to know at what time it was gonna happen.
Yeah. No, it was dope. It was dope. Just knowing it, like, made me feel good. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, cool. We're there.
Yeah, the only other thing that I get out of this is that we on Monday we speculated which players could be leaving, right? We talked about a package deal supposedly. At the end of the day, it seems like it's just gonna be Emma, the one that's gone. So that means we're keeping Leggett, that means we're keeping Steres, and that means we're keeping Romney.
Yep.
Emma sacrificed himself.
Surprise for you guys there?
No.
100%.
Yeah, to me there is. I
Yeah.
really thought that we had to give up a little more, but at the same time, maybe it was because I didn't value Emma to be that much.
I think same thing with Massa. I didn't think that if you would have told me at the beginning of this Pavón, all we have to do is get rid of Emma and do a money deal with someone else, I would have said no. There has to be a little bit more for us to get this player.
It doesn't sound fair to me, but fuck. I mean, I take it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everybody else.
I legit thought that that we were giving Drini the TAM deal, the extension for a TAM deal, and just buying him down like that. I didn't think we were gonna lose much. But man, it worked out perfect. We didn't lose much. We're not in the hook for Drini. If he comes back and he's no good, then we're not in the hook for him for more after this year.
Lana Lang?
Win. Win, man. So I'm not mad at that at all. All right, boys. Let's get into this. This Sunday we play DC United. A DC United who just got their asses whooped. 5-0.
Masa,
5-1.
peep
5-1.
your phone.
I will
5-1.
after
Send
the
your
pod.
text.
Thank you.
5-1. They just got their ass beat 5-1 by Philadelphia. Given Philadelphia is one of the top teams in the East, but still it's 5-1.
But we beat Philadelphia this year because we're better. So
Listen.
that's how that shit works, right?
Let me set this up. We beat them 5-1. They took an L 5-1. They haven't won in the last 3.
They also lost at home, right?
I'm not sure where it was at. They tied against who did they tie against? They tied against Toronto 2-2, and they also tied the week before that 0-0. Won 3 weeks ago 4-1. So they're a team who is similar to us, where we go up and down, up and down, up and down. A team who also broke news this week by one of their stars signing with Derby. It's Derby, right? Wayne Rooney signed with Derby.
Derby County.
Coach.
Player coach for next season. So he's still going to be here this season, but he's halfway out already thinking about.
Just for people who are aware, Derby County is Kieran Lee's hometown club.
Give
My
people
homie.
insight on who Karen Lee is.
They can Google Kieran Lee.
Don't Google Karen Lee.
Especially not at work. Especially not at work. Especially not at work.
Yeah, don't do that work.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about now.
So it's a DC who also just got Emma, who also just got Kamara.
Hola.
They ended up picking up some guy Felipe Martin.
Felipe Martins, come on, dog. Felipe Martins.
I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell, so I don't know him. So it's a different team too, right? It's another team with some changes. So for me, when I started looking at DC for the show, it's a hard team to kind of gauge.
DC did lose at home. And as a matter of fact, they had a red card. I think the red card happened early on in the game, I'll tell you right now.
No, it happened in the 40th minute or something like that.
Well, 37th. At that point, they were only down 1-0.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they have so many changes and additions kind of just fucks with the fluidity of their game. So I think we have that going for us.
All right, let's get started. We do have Pavón. Anybody got thoughts on how we line up on Sunday?
Hold on, before we get into it, hold up. Don't forget, Rooney traveled to the UK to sign that contract, and he
within 2 days. 2 days, he had to fly, get there,
that.
interview.
Well, he wasn't there today. I think he was flying back tonight.
Yep.
Look, Rooney's gonna play.
Yeah, no. That he's not gonna play. We all know he's gonna play. It's just how much does that travel do to that age and on that body? Shit, I'm tired when
the game is on Sunday. The game's on Sunday. I think he'll be fine.
Okay, shit. Damn.
No, I agree with Angel. I think Rooney will be fine. And also think is being set up as a big game. So it's Zlatan versus Rooney.
Personally, I think he's mentally checked out. He could give a fuck.
Well, my question.
That. Hold on.
Question for you guys. Do you guys think Pavón makes the squad? Because I heard from a couple of people.
We're getting there.
That's exactly where I'm heading up, right? I don't know if anybody can back me up, but I read on Twitter, and I want to believe it was from a reliable handle, that he'll be available for Sunday for selection because his work visa is set. So let's pretend like that's a fact. Who has a shot at the lineup?
Well, okay,
I got it.
Fine. I guess my sources are liars.
I was gonna go based on what Angel was saying as well. Angel, you want the spotlight? Go ahead, talk, little man. I got you.
No, I was gonna say that I've been told that it's likely he doesn't make the squad, and he'll likely be ready until FC Dallas. However, if he does make the squad, which is there's still a possibility, but highly unlikely. Obviously, don't expect him to start.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with the thought process that he get the visa in time. He's available for selection. I have him in my 18, but my lineup would be Bingham. On the left, we have Polenta. We're back in the middle with Steris and People, and on the right, I think we go with Araujo. On the right in front of him, I think we go with Leggett. On the left, we have Antuna. In the midfield, we have Corona and Jonah. In front of them, we have Fabio, and up top, we have Zlatan. I think the sub is gonna come maybe at the 60th, 70th minute. Pavón for whoever I said was
Legit.
on the right.
Legit. Interesting. Anybody got something that's like completely different from George's?
Uh, I like it. I probably won't change anything. I'm just debating if Corona starts over Kitchen.
Yep.
So I think I think I like Kitchen a little bit better right now. And I'm not knocking Corona. I think Corona has actually been playing better the last 3-4 games. I think if you leave Kitchen there, it gives Jonah more of an opportunity to just push forward a little bit more because Kitchen doesn't really tend to push up more. And Corona does. Corona actually does push up a little more than I like for him to be doing, especially if we have a Cam that's actually playing the Cam role. Just let Jonah do his thing, connect between the back and the front, and just have someone supporting him at all times. I think that Kitchen does that better than Corona because Corona actually does push up a little bit more, at least a little bit more than I like him to. I'm not saying that he's been playing bad or I'm opposed to him. I'm just saying that I probably would lean with Kitchen if I were the coach. But in terms of Pavón, assuming same thing, assumption that he makes a squad, and assuming that he gets to play, or that he's gonna be in the bench, I say he does come in at some point. Depending. Well, it also depends on the scoring line, right? But I say he does come in at some point, except it's not gonna be for the Jets. It's gonna be for Antuna.
I think so. All right. Listen, my opinion, same. I think the only change I might make is Kitchen for Corona.
Yeah, that's
for,
fair.
For the
I
reasons that Angel said.
Also, I think Kitchen would be a good man mark on Rooney, or just to add that pressure to help that defense. But it was a good point. I could see that happening.
George, Masa, do you have any?
Yeah, I think we see what we saw in Atlanta. I think the Jets sees the bench, and we have Corona, Kitchen, and Jonah in the middle. We throw Fabio at one wing and Tuna at the other wing, and then Zlatan up top. And I think you sacrifice Legit starting this game.
So you putting Fabio out wide?
Yeah, like he did against Atlanta. It kind of worked in the first half, and I would like to see that.
Did he really play out wide though for Atlanta? I mean, we could get to that point.
I mean, he started at the left wing, technically, and against Atlanta.
Yeah, listen. To be fair, in my opinion, I don't think he played out wide. You know what I mean? Like
he played the same position.
Yeah. We'll see, because I think he was able to do that because the Jets stayed wide, because Antuna like always kept creeping it wide too. But we'll see. Interesting take. I think it'd be closer to what George said. With, like I said, my only change would be Kitchen. But if it's Corona, I'm also not going to be super surprised about that. These guys, DC plays a 3-4-2-1. So they really play like that tree, the Christmas tree formation. Based on that, how do you think the Galaxy? What does the Galaxy have to do to create chances and come out with a result from DC?
I think based off of Angels lineup, if Kitchen does play, I think crowding up that middle, and when we get that ball, dishing it out wide quick. I think the fact that they have three in the back, we have speed to counter on those. I'm assuming that we're gonna try to take a step back, but not fully, and kind of expose their spaces with them having an attacking mindset with that lineup.
Just a heads up, it's 10 p.m. I'm all over Twitter, and nothing is happening. So at this point, it's kind of safe to say that this is our squad moving forward. Because at this point, unless something's already done and they just haven't announced it, players can't come in. They can only go out.
Yep. Back to DC. With that being said, the only thing that scares me, well, not even scares me, the only thing that I think that handicaps what you're saying is if Zlatan is patient enough to stay up top, right? Because now we have Zlatan back in the team, and if we're gonna hit them with speed, then Zlatan needs to stay pretty high. So when we churn and break towards their end, Zlatan is somewhere near the box already. So whatever we break, like, he has to be inside the box.
What?
You know what I mean?
I see that, but I could also see the end side of it. Have Zlatan drop and have the defenders go and have someone from the wings make that run behind and put Fabio on that pass.
Dude, so why I have a problem with that too is because we've seen these guys don't have that killer instinct that Zlatan does, right? We
Yeah.
get chances in the box. I mean, we got chances against Atlanta that we couldn't finish, right?
Hmm.
So if
Yeah, that's fair.
like if that's what we're running, I want Zlatan there because if we get Zlatan two looks at that, I'm hoping he gets put one away. Listen, he didn't put
Chill,
none away.
my man Tripp, one of the first games by himself
Listen,
on a breakaway.
he didn't do it. He didn't do it for Portland either, right? 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, hopefully, he could put. If you give him two, I'm hoping he could put at least one. I mean, he should be. He's Zlatan. He should be putting at least one of them away. My only concern with that game plan would be that, like, making sure having that talk with Zlatan, and I mean, I don't know how easy it is to have a talk with Zlatan and tell him, hey, be patient and stay up top for us. You know.
I want to add to this. I think what's going to be key against DC, especially the way they line up their formation. I think our backs have to push up to create an extra space down the wing. We have to play super wide to be effective against a three-man back line. And it's kind of iffy because then we get caught, right, on a counter. But if you have Kitchen there, you just go to the three in the back because Kitchen could slot right in between Steris and people or whatever the pairing in the middle is. Then you have Kitchen slotting into a three-man back as well. But I think if we play really wide, and that's including Rolf and Polenta pushing up, saying those other two starters, then I think we could be really dangerous.
Well,
Yep.
especially on Araujo's side, 'cause I think he's the one that, in my opinion, should be pushing up, the most, because I think he has the speed. He has more speed than Polenta, and he has more gas in his tank than Polenta to go up and down the whole game. So yeah, I definitely see that. And again, your point too, right? With Kitchen, these guys play with a trio of Rooney, Acosta, and Ariola on top. The three top focal guys are
Damn,
Rooney,
Acosta's in DC.
yeah, Rooney, Acosta, and Ariola. And there's a trident on top, which I think is beneficial for us to have Kitchen there because, like you said, he could slide back in there, or he could disrupt that trio there, right? Even if that means like we give him chances from the wings, but like, I think stopping them through the middle or not giving them anything through the middle, especially in the final third, is gonna be key. And I think with Kitchen there, Kitchen and Jonah, right? Because Jonah's gonna be helping out, but he's gonna have some more opportunities to get up. I think Kitchen there is gonna be key for us. So even more so to the point of having Kitchen in the field, I think it's gonna work out. What about chances? So here, I talked about on Monday on how the chances that we created on Monday were different looks. They weren't our typical down the wing, cross it back in the middle. Can we pull some of that off with Zlatan on the field?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
did
think
it.
so.
We did against Portland, and he didn't finish. The first half
Accurate.
against Portland, it was kind of the same shit. It was just against Atlanta, it looked a little more fluid because Antuna makes those fucking runs, and he makes those runs towards the end line.
Mm-hmm.
But even when Zlatan was mobile, Fabio found him a couple of times with like over the top passes that would leave Zlatan one on one. There was even a chance against Portland where they called offside and it wasn't. And Zlatan was through. It's not like the chances aren't being created. It's just that they're not getting finished. I still think we could create chances the same way we did with Zlatan on the field. I mean, I don't see why not. We
I
just
think
gotta put
contrary
him
to
away.
that belief, I don't think Zlatan makes those type of runs, sadly, because I think he conserves a lot of what he needs to do, and he picks and chooses when to do that. And I think with a person like Fabio, his instinct is go, go, go. He's gonna push the ball to you. So I think after a couple of non-runs, Fabio's gonna look the other way and try to just hit the wings and go back to a header ball.
Yeah. I'm kind of with George because I think we try, and then when it doesn't happen immediately, like we always end up going out wide and then looking for a cross. Although, you know what I would like to see? You mentioned Antuna making runs, coming out wide and closing out in the middle. I would love to see that hit Antuna and then have Zlatan do a trailing run so he could
Yeah.
just drop off and hit it, because I think that would work, right? That takes a lot of the effort away from Zlatan, right? Whereas
Yeah.
if it's Antuna or it's Leggett or if it's Fabio and one of you guys line up, making those runs inside the area and then giving him the second pass inside the area to Zlatan, where he could just, because I think if you give him a second pass to Zlatan, he could kill that, like almost, with a high success rate, right? Like where you could just kill him if you just give him a top of the 16 and he's just taking shots from there. He thinks he's gonna score.
It's easy.
Angel, you got anything to add?
What you guys said?
Fuck Canada.
Fuck Canada.
Hey,
All right.
fuck you, buddy.
So what about DC? What about DC scares you, or what should we be concerned about?
Wayne Rooney.
Audiola.
Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
What about Rooney?
Oh, they're top three. They're
Yeah.
top three because Wayne Rooney plays. I don't want to say false nine, but
They
kinda
still have that
plays-
guy Lucho, whatever. his
Yeah,
name
they
is?
do.
Costa.
That motherfucker's nice.
So I mean, their top three is nice. It was just Lucho, Rooney, and Areola's
Mhm.
playing out of the best football he's played fucking ever. So
Also, we haven't mentioned Ola Kamara.
I'm not
Right.
worried
Bap,
about
bap, 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 bap.
He's
I think
right.
I think he does a lot of shit that the Galaxy defenders aren't good with doing, and that's making runs off the ball and just putting himself in positions like Fernandez from Portland. I think if that man gets on the field, he's scoring like at least 17 on us.
You know what I
Oh,
thought about Kamara?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Listen,
about
yeah, I love Ola Kamara. I'm not gonna be one of those guys and be a hater on him. I wish nothing but the best for old boy, especially
Ola.
George. Yeah, you already know we're on that type of relationship with him, but I don't think he even starts this game. If he plays, might be 30 minutes. He hasn't been playing with his club in Europe. As a matter of fact, he
and
hasn't scored a
China.
goal. He hasn't scored a goal. The last time he scored a goal was for us against Houston Dynamo.
What
In
happened
that
to him?
game where shit hit the fan, right? That's the last time he scored. And I think he may have scored one or two for his
I think he scored
country
one.
during that time, right? But even then, for club, he hasn't really played. The games that he played, he was subbed off a few times. It just didn't work. He hasn't worked. So you're asking this guy to come in and do something that, second, third, maybe two practices in. Listen, he's not Zlatan Ibrahimovic. If you're saying, hey, they just got Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I'd be like, all right, yo, we might be a little bit shooketh, right? And I have no beef with Ola Kamara. I think he's going to do well, right? He's used to the league. He's a natural number 9. That's good for him because Rooney can play behind him. Great. That'll happen, but this is not going to be a Galaxy game. And look, you guys know how we all feel about former LA Galaxy players scoring at LA Galaxy. As a matter of fact, I would put more money on Emma Bote score on us before Ola Kamara scores on us.
We forgot to mention the mighty Emma Bote.
But so staying on Kamara for a second, I disagree with you.
Really? Okay.
I disagree with you because Ola Kamara is not a player that needs to take one or two guys on before taking a shot. Ola Kamara is going to trail off your back and tap will go in. And listen, all you have to do for that type of player is put a good cross in, put a good low driven cross in, right? And I think, especially because I agree with you, him coming in the last 30 minutes, last 15 minutes, maybe something like that. And if it's, I think he can sneak a goal in, maybe two, depending on how much time he has, because he doesn't need much other than to get some space and tap a ball in. So for that, I think like Ola Kamara, the player he is, I think he's always gonna be dangerous. I think he doesn't need doesn't need much. I mean, you saw how many times with the Galaxy, how many with the goals he scored, right? All the pressure went to Zlatan, and he was in the back pole, and he just tapped it in. I think the same thing with Rooney. Rooney makes a run. I guarantee you, some of the defenders are gonna look at him, and if they look at him for a second and let Ola peel off, he could get a chance. And if he gets a chance, I mean, I rate him high. I like him inside the area. So I think if he gets a couple of looks, he could hurt us. I'm actually not worried, but definitely somebody, a player that the hope the boys are at least aware of.
Fuck, Emma's gonna put a nice ass cross out.
Can you imagine?
Ola watch.
That's what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be a perfect cross with his right foot.
Ola?
Yeah, with his right foot, and he's gonna be like backside, and he's gonna put it in. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a good game because honestly, I think, like I mentioned, DC's track record right now is not that great. They're up and down, but they have Rooney the same way we have Zlatan, and if it gets some hype, and it's like you're playing against Rooney, you're playing against Zlatan, I think these guys are gonna show up, and I think we'll see a good game. Yeah, man. All right, let's get into some predictions. Who wants to shoot the shot at this?
I go first.
Go for it.
3-1 Galaxy.
Ooh,
Oof.
oof. Okay.
Oof. I back him. I say 2-0.
Hold on. Masa, who's scoring for you?
Oh, who scores?
I got Fabio scoring 1, and I got Zlatan scoring 2.
I fucks with that. All right, George, you said.
I got 2-0 Galaxy. I have Zlatan scoring 1 and Pavón con el segundo gol, pibe. Watch.
I'd be
80th
sick.
minute.
Angel, what you got?
Because I didn't say anything about the game. I just let you guys talk because I was doing ACB shit right now. I think we're gonna be the better team, beginning to end in this game, especially because of what we saw against Portland, Atlanta.
Right, say your score. No one cares.
Two better
You
teams.
lost earlier. Say your score.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna go with Massa. I say it's 3-1. David Bingham on goal. I'm gonna say Zlatan gets 2 for sure. And then Massa, did you call Fabio also?
I called Fabio too.
Exactly same shit that Massa called. I'm gonna back up Massa on this one.
2 for Zlatan, 1 for Fabio.
Yeah, and this is said with confidence. Usually I have some, pessimism and hesitation about certain things that I say. But nah, I feel good about this.
We got this.
Yep, we got it. 3-1.
And so I'm gonna rain and parade a little bit. I think it's gonna be a 2-2 game. Both goals coming in for Zlatan. But
And
That's how you really feel.
And 2 goals, David Bingham.
yeah, 2 goals. No, I'm not gonna say it. I was about to say it, but no, I'm not gonna say it.
One go Boateng, 1 go Kamara.
No.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2-2 game. I think it's gonna be a good game, but it's gonna be at the end of it, it's gonna be pretty tight. All right, boys. Angel, you got some plugs for me?
ACB plugs. These are the ACB plugs.
I gotta figure that
ACB
out.
plugs.
I gotta figure out a cut because I
ACB.
can't have you singing.
Plugs.
Brought to you by White Claw.
That's accurate. So first thing, viewing parties. At this point, by the time this is out, everything might be out. The game is on Sunday though, so if not, you might see everything until Thursday.
Everything might be out. Are you talking about the
Viewing parties
video?
Oh yeah, well, by the time this is out, it should the Pavón video should be out. Listen, I can't direct nothing, but that's on him.
Orchestrate it.
Whatever we orchestrate by then, we'll see how we orchestrate how all this is set up.
Orchestrate the video.
Yeah. But anyways, viewing parties. There's definitely going to be quite a bit of them as usual. This time though, Long Beach, there's going to be nothing specific because there's going to be a bar crawl happening that the LA Galaxy is putting on together. At this point, it might be too late to RSVP, but if you're not sure, either way, reach out to your ticket rep. If you're not sure, reach out to Alex Merced, Jonathan Malter, see if either the two can still get you guys on it. But there's gonna be a bar crawl starting around 2 that goes right up until kickoff, which is 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. Long Beach, yes, there might be some fun. Listen, I can confirm that your boy and the Nag boys are gonna be there.
Are you gonna do it?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Listen,
All right.
Rampage Angel.
You're wild.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just trying to copy Rudy. I'm trying to be like him when I get his age. But point is, so yeah, there's gonna be some of that stuff. The ACB barbecue is also this Saturday, right, Rudy? Saturday.
Yes.
Yep, Saturday. So if you guys want to stop by, listen, you don't have to be an ACB member to join. This is gonna be in West Covina. If you want to come and hang out, it's gonna be from 1 to about 3-ish, 4-ish. Depending on what time people just start, heading out. Tacos, free tacos while they last. It is what do you call it? A potluck. So if you can bring some, please bring it. There's obviously gonna be some soccer going down. Can't confirm or deny. Maybe potentially some light drinking. Can't confirm or deny. And just hanging out. Just hanging out. Listen, if you want to meet, go ahead.
And so for all you guys who are not ACB and have questions for ACB, we will have a members meeting, but everybody's input is welcome. So if you have any questions, especially you're thinking about joining us next year or just the end of this season, come out there and ask your questions. Let us know what you're thinking. And if you are a member and you have concerns and you have suggestions, come out and definitely be part of these meetings for 2 things, right? You could have your voice heard, and then you can hear what our plans are, so you're in the loop. Come out, man. It's gonna be fun times.
Yeah, and it's family friendly. So bring your kids.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's at a park, so there's enough for everyone. Enough space for everyone. So come out, hang out. Again, reach out to any of us four. Reach out to the ACB account if you want the address. Everyone's welcome. Doesn't matter if support a group in, or if you're not one. Just if you hear this and you say, hey, you know what, come out, hang out, meet the guys. I don't know if George and Masa are gonna be there, but I know Rudy and I are gonna be there. George, you going?
I can confirm that I will not be there.
Okay, Masa, you going?
Possibly.
Oh, well, there you go. So three of the four might be there. And for sure, obviously, Rudy and I have to. We kind of have to. Based on our
Actually,
duties.
I can confirm I'm gonna be there.
There you go.
There
So
you
three
go.
of us. There you go. So three of us will be there. And then this is pretty much it right now. And if you did pre-order your ACB scarf, the new one, you can pick it up there too. I don't know about the rest of the merch. We'll ask, but there's a slight chance you may be able to pick up more merch too.
Nice.
Quick update for people that were wondering on the ACB jersey, the one that we teased earlier this year. It's officially confirmed what we're gonna move forward with. The only reason we haven't started the whole production everything this week is because our boys over at Retros y Rarezas, right? That's what it's called. Yeah. And over in El Salvador, they're celebrating las Fiestas de Agosto right now, so they're on vacation for a week.
Oh, is that what it is? La Fiesta de Agosto?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy. They have like a parade every
Every
fucking
night.
day.
Every night. Yeah.
So they out
Yeah.
there partying. We connected with them earlier today. So we're gonna get everything going. I'm sure you guys might see, can't confirm deny, but your boy and maybe our big badass president might be modeling a couple of those when they come out. Well, when they send them over to us before we put them out on sale. I
Make
think
kid
those are,
sizes?
yeah, kid size. I'm gonna get a kid size.
No, really. Is there gonna what's the smallest size? Small?
We'll find out. We're gonna ask about options. But there's for sure it's gonna be women's sizes and men's sizes at minimum.
Oh, perfect.
At minimum. And then I think that's pretty much it for ACB plugs. Rudy, we got anything else? Did I miss anything?
Nope. Oh,
The tickets. The
yeah,
ticket thread.
ACB ticket thread for Chivas away.
Chivas USA.
What about it?
And it's out.
Yeah. So you
the
guys
email?
probably you should probably receive the email. We got a small allotment of tickets. We send out emails.
I didn't know we were gonna share that info here. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's not in the. It's on the.
It's
page.
already on the page,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, but that's for ACB updates page. Not everyone that listens to this is an ACB, so they're not gonna even
Well-
know about that thread.
Dog, didn't you hear that? ACB? What the fuck?
Oh, you're right. ACB plugs. ACB plugs. My bad, Rudy. You're right. My bad, Rudy. Go ahead.
We got a small allotment of tickets. We there's different criteria to be met in order for you to be eligible for one. So check your emails and let us know as soon as possible if you can make it or not. Because if you can't, then we're gonna keep moving on the list and try to get as many people there as possible. So definitely check out your emails and respond to that as soon as possible.
For those of you that have the ACB updates page, people are selling some as well.
Yeah, so check that out, and then you might be able to get a ticket.
And just a heads up, this is for everyone. So if you are planning on going to the game, whether if you have a ticket or if you don't, you can reach out to any of us for here or to ACB directly. We are getting buses together to make the trip to Stank. There's gonna be a pickup in downtown LA, and then a pickup in at Dignity House. God damn it. A pickup at Dignity House Sports Park.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Burp. So two different pickups. We do have limited seats though. Unfortunately, it's not one of those situations where, the airflow. I'm not gonna get into it. But point is that there's limited spaces. So shoot us a DM, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter, any social media platform, or if you have our numbers, feel free to text us. Let us know, hey, Angel, Rudy, George, Masa, we want to get in the bus.
Hey.
Here's all we really need from you is just to know which location you're getting picked up from, how many, and just the name. That's pretty much it.
Shout out to our FO, Jonathan Malter. He's currently on a date, so if you guys see him, wish him good luck.
Okay,
Listen, be on your date, but don't fall in love on the first date. I know you.
Malter, talk to us. We got you.
Speaking of
Speaking of Malter, he's not our leak. Contrary to
No.
the belief.
yeah,
it wasn't him.
He's not a leak. He wasn't. He was.
My bad. Because of that. So let me confirm. It was not Chris Thomas. It was not Brennan Hennon. It was not Alex Merced. And it was not Jonathan Malter. Because I've had people ask me if it was any of those four people. And no, it was not.
It was an airplane
neither of
mechanic.
those four. As a matter of fact, there was no one from the front office. Not a single person, contrary to what you may have heard in the tabloids.
I've had people. I legit. I'm not gonna say this person, but they're like, "Are you guys cool with Pavón? Pavón's family, since you guys were there at the airport, are they the ones leaking the shit to you?" I couldn't stop laughing.
Listen,
I can
Dog, it's
confirm
crazy.
that Kichan is my homie though.
I can
Yeah.
confirm that my stepdad's from Argentina. So you do what you want with that.
All right, man. This Monday is a special episode. Actually, the next 2 Mondays we have special episodes. But we
3
got one.
Mondays in a row.
Oh, is that right? Okay. So
Yeah.
let's focus. Let's focus about next this upcoming Monday. We'll have a very special guest. Our boy Steven from AFJA. He's gonna be joining us on the live episode on YouTube.
Winner.
Yep, winner of that. Listen, we have a good show with him. We have planned out for a good show. We're gonna be getting into what AFJA does for the communities out in Central America. A little bit about him, and we definitely gonna talk some Galaxy. We're also going to put out the post for questions. So if you got questions about the Galaxy, questions about us, or questions about AFJA or Steven himself, make sure to drop them in there so you guys get in the show.
Yo, do me a favor, and we still don't have the setup of how we're gonna do this, and I have an idea of how I want to set this specific episode, and we can talk about that off topic right after we're done here. Even if you know people that are just soccer fans in general, they don't have to like the Galaxy. They don't have to like the MLS. I really want you guys to hear Steve's story, what AFJA is doing. If you have friends that are legitimate soccer supporters and want to help build the soccer community in the world, specifically in Central America, right? Because they have ideas of more than just El Salvador and Guatemala. Have your friends listen to next week's Monday. We're not saying, hey, look, ideally if you want to keep listening, dope, great. But listen next Monday. Please just tell your friends, tell family members, anyone that you know that loves soccer, that wants to keep helping, that wants to feel a little slight part of actually doing good in the world and helping out the community. Listen to next week's episode with their friends over at AFJA. And anyone that you know, have them listen. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we're going to be putting out some social media posts both on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So do us a favor and share that to get the word around. We really appreciate it. I know us, Straight from the Stands, will appreciate it. I'm sure AFJA is going to appreciate it as well. Yes, is there anything else before we sign off?
Just quickly, after that, Galaxians, and after that, the Galaxy Rumors. Those are the other things that we have the next 3 Mondays.
Yep. So we'll have some of that. Again, we're trying to up the content, trying to bring you guys different looks. So, let us know what you think. But with that being said, it's another episode of The Tailgate. I'm boy Rudy, and I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on the gram.
I have a lot of Funkos up here, so every week I'm gonna be a new Funko. So this week, I'm Freddie Mercury. Oh yeah. Jay Undefeated 7, Twitter and Instagram.
Not Freddie Mercury. Never mind. Woo!
You gave it to me. Huh?
Anybody find me?
Just like a.
Listen, this week I told you guys I'm Clark Kent. That's it. So follow me at any Clark Kent account you can find on any social media platform. Clark Kent. Up and away, baby.
Sign me off, massa.
Peace, love, and Jesus.
Se vino Pavón.